Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
Are you pow-powing?
Yeah.
All right.
Delayed action.
All right. It's one of those, it's faster than the speed of sound.
Oh, yeah. Pew-pewing or pow-powing? I guess it depends what kind of...
Well, we talked about already
instrument
that
you
women
have.
can't make the machine gun sound.
Dude, what's on your water
I hate to
bottle?
say it, but what's that?
It's filthy.
Oh, I just threw it in that backpack, which I had used for
That's a weird looking water bottle. Where'd you get that
something
thing?
weird.
Looks like homemade
We
iced
got
tea
this
or
at
something.
you got it too.
I did?
We got it at the Adidas Terex thing, I think.
Oh, really? Where is mine? I don't know where mine is.
I don't know. It's weird because it's a Hydro Pack plastic water bottle, and it has this mouth.
I would like that.
Right.
I didn't get one of those.
Wait,
Like, how do you drink out of it?
I don't know. Maybe you have to suck.
No, I tried that too. Yeah. I think it might be that insert. You might have to take it out.
Yeah.
I haven't
wait,
tried
so
it.
you've never actually drank from this water bottle?
I just take the lid off.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably have to just peel something
But I
back.
will tell you, I have been,
I don't remember getting that. What was it in?
I thought it was in
that backpack?
Adidas, yeah, that Terex backpack.
I don't even know where that backpack is.
That's probably why you don't have it.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
I wonder if I left that in slow.
You may have. It's a nice pack.
I know. I hope I didn't.
I put on my gear of the month last month, but
I saw that.
so what I've been drinking is, I'm not a huge fan of the orange element. My favorites are usually raspberry and watermelon.
Yeah. I just gave you the citrus. I think the citrus is a nice
Yeah,
switch up.
it's not bad. But the orange one's probably like my least favorite. But then
I would agree.
I've been mixing it with a blood orange Spindrift,
Oh,
like the seltzer, and it pulls it all together.
All right. But then, yeah, you got.
that sounds good.
You like
Yeah.
the spinner. You know what I was blown away by? I didn't know. Like, I seen this Olipop thing, like, kind of rising out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I saw how much they are per can.
How much is it?
They're $3 a can, pretty much.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Wait, where were we when we saw that?
Target.
Though? Okay, I thought we were like in an
It was
airport. or something.
$2.89.
Dude, if I'm not getting drunk off something, it better not cost $3 a can. That's crazy.
I'm
The
just
guy
like,
who bought the NA White Claws says this. Okay.
All right, that was
wow, Megan's
technically
memory.
$2 a can.
Megan's memory coming back. But that's the thing.
That was a one-time purchase, by the way.
Okay.
like
It wasn't for me.
a soda?
Yeah,
like,
that's
I don't
crazy.
drink that much. And I know that there's some people that drink soda all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And can you imagine, like, every time you drank one, it was $3 just going away? I mean, I
no,
guess Starbucks is like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for
it's-
carbonated beverages,
You can get a 12 pack and it's $36, so that's $3 a can.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
man,
somebody's laughing.
Sidious Mag is getting paid for that promo.
Speaking
Don't
of
they
Sidious,
sponsor their
Yeah,
stuff?
they do.
Right.
guess
Yeah.
what we're doing this morning?
When this podcast comes
No,
out,
yeah, when this podcast comes out.
will we have already run? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Because
6
that's
hours.
a hell of a long time in front of us.
Yeah. Group run with Sidious Mag and
Featherston and
Mike Co.
Kafuzi.
Kafuzi. Carl will be there. A lot of people have been asking me, when do I get to meet Carl? This is your opportunity to meet Carl in the flesh.
Man, he already has a fan club.
Yeah,
kind of a big deal.
the Carl Club, the KK.
Look at
Not
him
even listening.
sitting over there. He's checking his Hot Topic rewards balance.
Speaking of which, hey, can you give me that shirt that's on the counter behind you, Carl? I just want to show. Like, I bought something off Instagram thinking that Megan
Of
would
course you
love
did.
it.
Yeah.
And it is so upsetting.
Wait, thinking she would love it for herself?
Yes.
I bought
Can
this.
you keep this in mind when he
I bought
reveals this
for her.
T-shirt to you?
You ready for the T-shirt?
Yeah, it has to be Taylor Swift, right?
It is Taylor Swift. And for the camera.
Do you love it?
No, she said she
When
won't wear it.
would I ever wear a T-shirt with Taylor Swift flipping people off?
I don't know. Maybe when you're like, that would actually be, if you turn that into a tank and wear it on a race day, that would be actually pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't know if I can do that.
Robbie, you want a shirt? Cost me like $40 too.
Wow.
Megan's just like, nah.
Tell me that isn't on a Hanes heavy
it's,
tee.
it's. I mean, they.
It's
pulled
very
it.
heavy.
It's
Like,
probably-
this is
yeah.
not your race
okay.
day T-shirt. This
Okay.
is a thick boy.
John Ober would wear it if it
Oh,
was
yeah.
extra large and we
might.
cut it up.
Dude, throw a pentagram on there, he might still wear it.
Dude, if it wasn't a small, I'd wear it.
It's really big. I feel like you probably could.
Maybe I
Especially
will.
if you cut the sleeves.
Yeah, you could probably wear that.
I could probably turn this into, what is those ones, the belly shirt ones, the half
Crop
shirt?
top?
Crop top, yeah. I mean, Is it not? It's not the best picture of Taylor
That's
Swift
actually
you've ever seen.
It looks pretty.
That's
legit.
not real.
What do you mean it's not real?
That's not her flipping
Yeah,
off
I mean,
the-
what's with that wrist? Looks a little skeletal.
it's
I'll be
not. That's a
real.
photoshopped photo. 1000%.
I don't think it's a shadow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It works.
Maybe it is real. She's trying
Anyway.
to build her tough.
Whenever,
Tough era,
whenever,
tough girl era.
Oh, the Reputation album. Remember, she was all angry.
Yeah.
But
Least convinced.
here's the thing, though. Like, I try to get stuff for Megan. She's not a type of person that likes getting a lot of gifts or
That's not
stuff
your
that-
love language.
Not at all.
not at all.
Yeah.
That's no one's love language.
I think it is. Some people.
Oh yeah.
Getting gifts.
Oh
Some
yeah.
people like jewelry.
Oh. Yeah. Actually, I do know people that like jewelry.
Yeah.
I'm not that
Who do you
person.
know that likes? I know. I bought. So the other gift I got her for our anniversary. I got her
We've
a
talked
new
about
wedding
it.
band, and she's like, "Man, okay."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
Like, can I get that back?
Yeah. I'll just put that back into savings.
Yeah.
So like, should I stop buying gifts for you?
Yeah. I say that all the time.
Well, and yet Instagram still gets him.
Yeah.
I was like, Megan would probably like this. Let me get this for
Yeah.
her as a surprise.
No, when he ordered it, he's like, I don't think you're going to even like this.
Well, did she even fake be happy when
No.
she saw
She
her?
goes, what the F is this? You think I'd wear this?
She actually gave you two middle
Yeah,
fingers.
pretty much. In her eyes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Any other cool Instagram purchases recently?
I did buy, you know, that company that does the running company stuff, Minted.
Kind of, yeah.
I bought something from Minted.
Okay.
It's taking forever to get here. It's been like 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, come on, man.
If it's not
I
Amazon.
wanted it before Paris.
So there's this company called Painter. They're from England. It's like Paynter. They make like
I thought it would be like Paintor, Pain
Skeletor.
Tor.
Did I just say Skeletor twice? Okay, they use they make like chore jackets or chore coats, but they do them real limited runs. Like they have a batch numbers, and then they do limited. They'll do chore coats. They'll do like work shirts, things like that, and then they'll just do like this many units.
It sounds like Maharishi.
And then they'll use like really nice factories and work with them like one-on-one, but keep the prices, like they don't charge you crazy prices. They want to actually just have a nice quality product that people can have, and you don't have to spend $1,000.
I like this.
It's still like $300, but for what you're getting, it's way cheaper. And I think I read about them in a story in the New York Times. I had one at one of these coats, so I ordered one.
The New York Times, sitting back with his whiskey in his lounge chair, reading his paper.
Yeah, doing my crossword. So I ordered one, and then it shipped today, but it's not. It would have been nice to have it, but I ordered it like in April because it's a long lead time.
Okay.
So
Is it a particular color?
So it's a blue. It's like a royal blue.
And like a work
color.
jacket, like the worker's jacket kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I've seen these.
Yeah, they're kind of like. I think they're cool now.
They're hip.
Yeah.
You're hip.
I don't know. I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
I'm entering my. I feel like I'm entering my like middle age now.
How's that?
Like I'm trying to like purposely like look nicer. Maybe if I do things.
Elevate your style.
Yeah, I'm like I think it's time. Like I'm not gonna buy probably a tuxedo.
I keep
anytime
trying
soon.
that though. Like I'm bringing my linen shirts to Paris, and I'm like, I want to wear them. Every time I put them on, I'm kind of like, though, yeah.
Yeah, you do a good job of pulling stuff.
You're saying
off.
you're not comfortable in them?
It just is like my default is a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I love a good t-shirt.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
I actually did buy some blank t-shirts so that I could be like neutral
I like that.
and stuff. And then May got me a USA t-shirt.
Oh, nice. That's what I really needed.
I have a USA tee
you can
and
go
an
on-
American flag tank.
Probably not
Coming
in
with.
time.
Probably go to Old Navy and get something.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And I also I might bring this shirt that says it's a bad day to be a glizzy because the hot dog's carrying an American flag.
Yeah, that's actually as American as you can get. Are there fireworks on it too?
There's little stars and stuff. Yeah. And I was thinking about rolling a pack of Marlboros in the sleeve.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If it had a breast pocket, even better.
that is true.
Speaking,
And I will say, I know that everybody's into this T-shirt thing because they say that my entire feed is filled with heavy cotton T-shirt ads because of the bear.
Oh, right.
But one of the T-shirts I love the most is the Tracksmith one pocket. I don't even know what it's called, but you can
What's it called? What's their main one? Gray Boy tee?
No, it's not the Gray Boy. I don't like that one because it shrinks up, and next thing you know, I've got like a
they
halter
end up
top
in
on.
they end up in my
Yeah,
drawer.
give them to Megan.
Okay.
It's a blend shirt, but it's got a pocket on it from Tracksmith. I have two of them.
Yeah.
One they sent me, and one then I liked it so much I bought another one.
Nice.
It's just really nice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can't go wrong with a good pocket tee. That was the best back in the day when I smoked cigs and like you have a flannel shirt with a chest pocket and you put the cigs in the chest pocket.
And your shirt could smell like cigarette smoke all day.
It was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The smell I hate, probably one of the most.
You had to be
couple.
there, Meg.
Wet-
You had to experience it.
I get it.
Wet dogs are definitely up there.
As the worst smell.
It's up there. That's a bad smell. And another one I don't like is like if someone's smoking out in the rain or something,
Yeah.
and then they come
It's
in
not good.
and they got that damp, wet cigarette
It's
smoke.
gross for sure.
Why do you have a love anyway on your?
Oh, this is actually my wife's cup.
What does that mean? Love anyway.
I think it's like for some charity or some sort.
Like, is it love any way you want, or is it love anyway, like despite
love
the fact?
despite people's insufficiencies or whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
It's passive aggressive.
So the
Don't
only
be
t-shirts
asking me this stuff.
the only t-shirts on Tracksmith that have pockets is the Run Surf Run tee and the Run Cannonball Run tee.
Let me see the Run Cannonball tee. Is that it? That's the one I like.
Yeah.
That's
probably.
a good tee. I wear it. I don't wear
You're
it
supposed
for
to
running
jump
as much.
into a body of water and then go for a run afterwards.
No. Yeah, but who does?
one
Who
does
swims with a t-shirt on? Except for
Why are
you
they?
know.
You know,
Yeah. Dude, there's a kid that was best, like one of my good friends growing up, and he had I think some, I don't know, not an extra chromosome, but like, I don't know. Like I don't think he like ever I think he had some elevated estrogen levels maybe.
okay.
And he never took off his t-shirt. He was like very self-conscious of it.
So, you know, we had a friend in high school who there are sometimes where for some reason or another a dude gets breasts almost,
Yeah, that's basically the same
and
thing.
he had to go get them
Yeah.
like
Dude,
plastic
I get
surgery.
it. I wouldn't. I mean, I have a hard enough time taking my shirt off as it is. Probably just I did today for sure.
On your long run.
Yeah, I was like wore that Adidas singlet that we wore at Boston for like 5 miles. I was like, this is dumb.
See, I actually really like that sweatshirt. I was wearing it Saturday.
Singlet?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was wearing it Saturday, the Adi Zero singlet.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it was what I liked about it though was when I started sweating real heavy because like we're drained, it just stuck to my body so I don't get any chafing.
yeah,
And it also I think it still cools a little bit because it's so wet.
yeah.
I don't know, man. It was miserable running Saturday.
Yeah.
It was the same. I mean, Saturday was awful, but it's pretty much the same exact weather today.
Or Friday or
I feel like there hasn't been a break for a while.
they
Usually
said that
there's like
this
one
week there
day.
is why we go away.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, but it's going to be raining.
Dude, Saturday, I saw you at the Faster Bastards run because I came just to run a few miles. I had a tempo run, but it wasn't a long run. And I was supposed to run like 7:15 pace, which I was like for a mile felt fine. And then some, like, when you slow down, like I had to slow down at Fells, and then it's just like,
Picking it back up hurt.
yeah, and then it just like my legs felt like cement, and I was done. I did 2 more miles at the pace, and then I was like,
I was
I'm
thinking
done.
that I knew you had said you were running shorter, so I thought I was going to see you come back.
well, I ended up just like looping around
That's
and
what I
went down
figured.
Eastern Avenue or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to
It was-
have
it was
Meg
terrible.
pick me up Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I guess his IT band or something's been bothering me for like 6-7 months now.
Did I know this?
I mean, it's
Or do you
just been
keep
a
it
dull.
That's what
secret?
I said. I was like, what? Did I know all this was happening?
It's been a dull ache. Like when I get in the car, like driving.
Yeah.
If I'm in the car for like an hour, my ass starts hurting. Like when we were flying out
I
to
still
California.
don't even know where an IT band is, but
When we were flying out to California, my butt was killing. Like I had to stand up every
I
once in
do
a while.
kind of remember you saying that.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a glute or nerve thing or something.
I mean, I guess it's in my butt, whatever it is.
Bro,
So
that video I sent you.
yeah, it's been okay.
Did you see that video?
No,
I didn't show it to her. I told her about
He
it.
described it, and I did not want to watch it.
Some mischief in our neighborhood.
Yeah, like the funny thing was, Robbie sent me a video, and it basically was a guy
No, don't even.
having
Yeah.
sex with a car.
Yeah, but not his car.
And well, that's the thing. I had to run the next day, so I ran past that parking lot to see, like, because I was like, was that guy's car or
Yeah.
was somebody else's car? And the car was still there,
yeah.
so I'm thinking he was molesting someone.
It was. I found out it was someone in the gym at the time. Yeah.
Oh no!
And he suction cupped a thing on the front of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, dude, Baltimore's nuts. Every time I think I've seen everything in Baltimore, I'm like, there's something new.
So what Robbie sent me, I'll describe it without describing it.
I think we just did.
There was a
Yeah,
car
I feel
with
like we got
something
it.
suction cupped to the front, and the guy was sitting on that thing
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
suction cupped to the front,
It's-
smoking a cigarette while the people in the apartment complex across the
It was
street,
broad daylight.
yeah, were filming him
Yeah.
enjoying this
I
Lexus.
just went on tour and met a bunch of families that said they watch this with their kids or listen to this with their
for real?
kids, and now I
Wait,
don't even.
what are they? What kind of families are this?
Like I can't tell you. It was
Were they deaf?
tons of people, and I'm talking kids anywhere from 3 to 14.
Okay, kids.
I think we were pretty vague on
You
that.
can also hit the little 15-second
It's a
forward,
little
15
late
second
now.
forward. Yeah. Anyway, so that's going on in Baltimore.
But so, anyways,
yeah.
you-
So my
in a different sense,
Yeah,
you're
it totally flared up on. Here's the thing. I was doing an 18-mile run. I was running with Doug Beezer, who he is like transformed. Like he's gone from being kind of like, I would say, I wouldn't. He's really improved his running, and he's done it through heart rate training and all that stuff. And he's gotten. It's fun to watch him now. He just seems like it's a lot more effortless for him to run paces. And so we ran out, and then we ran up into Federal Hill, and I went around Fort McHenry. But like I was starting to feel like once I got past, like I was starting to feel it early, but once we got past like mile 8 or something, I was like, it's kind of bothering me.
yeah, and you're like it's sunny.
Oh, yeah.
and like 100% humidity close to it.
Yeah, and it was like
90%.
85 degrees
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. And so I get around Fort McHenry, and my butt's starting to hurt. Like I can't get power out of my left leg, and I'm kind of coming around, and it just usually I was like maybe it'll just go away, like it'll stretch out or whatever. And I got around Fort McHenry and ran back up a little bit, and I was running up Fort Avenue going towards the stadiums, and I was like, maybe it's just hurting because I'm going uphill. And then when I was going downhill, it was hurting. So I stopped for a second, and I
Hurting where? Like
right in
describe.
the joint of like where your leg goes
Okay.
into the socket.
Okay.
Like it feels like there's like a band going around that, and it just felt like real. Like I every time I like drove my knee forward, it felt weak.
Okay, gotcha.
So I stopped and I texted Andrew Castor, who's my coach, and I said, "Hey, this is what's going on. Do you think I should finish the 18 or call for a ride?" And I'm at like 10.89 right now.
Oh man, you just called him Andrew WK out of the blue.
Texted him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So, and he wrote, he's like, "Live to run another day, call for the ride." So then I'm like, I am in like the worst spot possible.
Yeah, because you didn't even call for a ride when your shoulder went out of socket.
Yeah. Well, I did, and then I canceled the ride.
Yeah, you canceled the Uber for Meg.
I am the ride, by the way, in all of these scenarios.
But I'm in the worst, like for pickup, probably the worst spot. I'm as far away and as inconvenient to get to.
Yeah, no one wants
in
to
the
drive
city.
through the tunnel.
To get there. So I just tell Meg, I'll walk. I'll start walking. And that's a crazy thing. Like I'm surprised how far I can get just walking. Like I made it all the way back over to like the aquarium area.
Oh.
Like
Meanwhile, I was post long run, ready to make a bagel over here. And then I get a call. Just got
you
to
were
leave
you were
everything.
nice about it though. You were sweet.
Yeah. She didn't give you the
Had to be,
didn't
yeah.
give you the Taylor Swift middle fingers.
No, just pick me up. Yeah, and
So-
so I'm taking the time off until the run in Paris.
Yeah, honestly,
Or today, I
consider it a
guess.
blessing, man. You don't have to run in Paris. That's awesome.
No, I want to.
Wish I
That's
got
the thing.
injured.
But
Yeah.
it's like of all the times, it's like kind of nice that we're going to be doing a bunch of traveling and
Yeah.
activities. That
the
you're
traveling.
off.
Yeah, the traveling. and
Although, are
that
you
stuff.
worried about the plane ride now?
No, actually, because with me taking the time off, it takes some of the pressure off. And I've been stretching. I stretched yesterday, and I should be fine. But I think I'll be fine.
Didn't this happen like last year, 2 years ago, or something? Or is that
No, that
something
was
else?
something else. But yeah, so I'm going to take 5 days off. Hopefully, get right back into it. I think timing wise, it's pretty good for where Berlin is on the schedule. I don't think it's going to hurt me that bad.
Nah. Yeah, you'll be all right.
But it gets frustrating, dude. Like, I don't know. The longer you run, the older you get and stuff. And like these little things, you're like, is this it?
Yeah.
Like, when do you take me behind the shed and just put a bullet in my head, man?
Yeah,
jeez.
that's what I'm always hoping for. A catastrophic
So
end to my running career.
aggressive.
Dude, I think when I go out,
He meant a rubber bullet.
you're gonna be like, Thomas always is dangerous when he crosses the street, but one of these days,
Oh, I'm shocked that you haven't died yet. I'll be
it's
honest.
gonna be intentional.
Like, I'm it's amazing to me that you've never been hit by a car. Like, truly, like you have angels. It's like angels in the outfield, but on your run. Like, I don't know.
Accurate.
All right, first check in. Sometimes you have to listen to your body. I was trying to push it, and maybe I should have taken a little more of a rest. You know, you get caught up in grit and stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to get my miles in. And, I've been talking about like just having a little struggle, getting my paces up. And, this leg thing has been taking the power out. So, instead of being smart about it, I think maybe I should have let my coach know that it was bothering me a little more than it was. But, I hate complaining and didn't want him to take me off the schedule. But let it be a lesson to you. Take care of yourself. Do the things you got to do. If something's bothering you, take a day off. So, Meg, I'm struggling with getting rid of this little nagging pain in my butt. So one of the things that my coach recommended was getting some good sleep.
Extra sleep.
Extra sleep.
Well, you get to because you can sleep in because you don't have to run.
Yeah, they said sleep is the new alcohol.
Are they changing the clocks anytime soon that I can get another extra sleep?
No,
You can
got a
change
while.
it. Dude, time is an illusion. You can change the
That's
clocks
true.
anytime you
I didn't
want.
even think about that.
And we kind of are flexible here at this job. So it's like, whatever. You start when you start.
I like that.
Yeah.
As long as you're getting your work done.
Thomas, how are you getting your good night's sleep?
Well, I use Lagoon Pillow for starters. I took a little test and found out what was the right pillow for me. And then I used it.
Yeah, so you can go to lagoonsleep.com/believe, and there's a whole page on there that explains everything, but there's a button at the top that says take the quiz. So you take this very easy, fast quiz, answer some questions about how you sleep, and then it populates the best pillow for you.
And then you'll be sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, so highly recommend. We all have them. We use them every single night. They're our favorite.
I'm traveling in France right now because of time travel.
Did you bring
And
your travel pillow?
I think I'm going to bring my pillow.
Yeah, you should.
Because I'm going to bring my Ortlieb bag and I'll have room in there.
There you go. Do it.
All right, so if you guys want to get one, just go to lagoonsleep.com/believe, and then you can use the code BELIEVE for 15% off your first order.
Dude, I saw because I did my long run this morning, and I saw a stolen car that was wrecked into a house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How do you know it was stolen?
It was definitely, I'm pretty sure it was a Hyundai, but it was like, the cops were there. There was nobody around it. It was in a corner of a house. Like, it had to be stolen. Probably by like a 12-year-old.
Jeez.
It was like kind of quiet around here for a while, and then it's been a lot of that lately.
You mean school's getting out?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, I thought like the people were done with stealing Kias and Hyundais, but I guess it's picking back up.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that was crazy. And then there's just like a lot of trees down, and
Yeah.
I did run up to Herring Run, which I always forget how much I love it up there. It's shaded the whole way.
That was, again, I can't think of that place without that 20-mile run we did that one time.
Yeah.
Ended up
For that Under Armour thing.
Oh, yeah.
That
Was that
crazy.
Under Armour?
It was like a thing leading up to the running festival. We went the whole way to the west side.
Yeah.
And then went.
That was a miserable run. You talked about pulling up the signs that say, like the house, like we buy houses. You were pulling signs.
Oh, yeah, that was in
during the
my
run.
pulling signs up phase of resistance. When I was pulling up all those signs at intersections, they would drive me crazy. They still drive me crazy. I just have.
Are you
other
ready
things to
for
do.
political signs?
Ugh, no.
Absolutely not. I always think about that. I always think about all the political signs. I'm like, man, you talk about waste and like destroying the environment. Case Exhibit A right here.
Oh, that's a good point. Like,
Where's
think
all
of,
that? It all gets thrown out immediately after.
I don't understand how they get our phone numbers because I get
Oh, I put you on those lists.
okay because I get these text messages
talked
from
about that.
politicians, and I'm like, oh,
I think once you get to a certain age, they just hammer you, dude.
I was like, I don't get them.
yeah. I hate
Got
to
a
tell
few
you.
more years.
oh, you think that's what it is?
Honestly, probably.
Oh man,
Yeah. They're like, this guy has nothing better to do. He's an IT band injury. Let's hit him up.
that's a bummer.
Yeah, I'm not, but yeah, that combined with everything else.
So last night, well, I guess we're talking about running. Meg, why don't you throw in your running? We got Robbie's long run out today. We got
So Megan and I finished up the tour in Ridgefield, Connecticut, after we went and stopped in St. Pete, Florida.
That sounds like a really rich place.
it is.
Oh my gosh, we did a run when we got there before the run, and just through a random neighborhood I found on Strava. The craziest houses
for real?
I've ever
Compounds.
seen. Compounds. So I found out after speaking with Megan, who owns this was also funny. There was 4 different Megans there, but a woman named Megan
They're all
owns the
probably
running
all
store.
with different spelled names.
Yeah,
different spellings.
correct. She told us, because we like ran by this giant compound that was like multiple houses. It looked incredible. And apparently it's the guy who sold Blue Buffalo, the dog food, to another company for like $1
Probably
billion.
Purina or something.
Oh, wow. And is that actually buffalo meat in the dog food?
That I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but maybe.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah. I was wondering if you asked him that.
I didn't. I didn't chat with the
didn't-
man who lived there.
He didn't push
Or-
his intercom button and ask
No.
him.
There was like gate. There was like a huge gate, and I mean, it was a whole thing.
Imagine selling dog food and you're like, I
Right?
made it.
Right?
I did it.
And now I live in Ridgefield.
Well, that was like
Connecticut.
when I was in Vail. I sat down. I met the guy who owned Athleta and sold Athleta to the Gap conglomerate or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
And he has now a nice house in Vail, and he's got like, all this stuff. But that was crazy because that used to actually be like a bunch of different brands.
Is this the building you were in front of?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me see
okay.
it.
Was that the town hall?
Wait, is that where we were?
It's just every building looked like that.
Yeah, everything looks like the
No,
White
that
House.
is it. That's
Okay.
it. I just all the flags threw me off.
That's what when I
right
saw
there.
your picture in front of that building, I was like, yeah, they're somewhere out.
So the vibes between St. Pete and Ridgefield could not have been more different. It was like a giant party in St. Pete with like all these young people. I want to say like 600 people came out.
Dude.
And we were at this bar that had like outdoor drinking games like cornhole.
Oh, yeah. Florida's
and,
wild.
and I mean, it was like a party
I'm actually
scene.
super bummed.
And then we flew the next day to Connecticut, and we're at this like mansion style, like family oriented, lovely people.
They're serving tea and crumpets after the race.
Actually,
after
we
the run.
had hot dogs,
Oh yeah,
but they were like fancy hot dogs with like.
that sounds
bunch
Lizzie,
of-
I
on
wanted
top.
to go to St. Pete's because I'd never been there before, but Meg said I couldn't go unless I did the Connecticut stop too.
Oh wow,
And I
There's
was-
contingencies.
I know. I was like, it's a lot of
I
travel.
really did want to go to the St. Pete one for obvious reasons.
We were there for 10 hours, so
Yeah, but
Wait.
that's what I was thinking. I could go down there and stay a little bit longer.
yeah, you were gonna stay while I flew to Connecticut.
and
Yeah.
do what, just hang out.
Yeah, just check out St. Pete.
Yeah, that's
It was cool, and the people there are really nice. And obviously, Aldrin who used to review for us was down there with his girlfriend Christina, which is always fun to hang out with them.
former podcast
Olympic
host.
trials,
Yeah,
Christina.
Christina Welsh.
Yeah. And then was like the out of pocket track club people there?
Yeah.
Those-
Yes, and they were very cool and very fun. Yeah, there was just a lot of great people at both stops, but very, very totally different vibes. But anyway, running.
Martha Stewart lives in that Connecticut town,
Does she really?
Yeah, we were recommended to go to a restaurant. They were like, you might run into her.
but she was in Paris.
Yeah. Yeah. She's hanging out with Snoop Dogg right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Snoop-a-loop.
We better get a photo with him.
Dude, we should get a Speaker City T-shirt and then get a picture with him.
That would actually be rad.
Be like,
Bring
dude,
your-
we were there.
Bring your green hat.
I got my long run in Saturday, like I said before, I picked tee up, and it was 5 by 2 miles at 6:30, which at the time I was like, that seems fair.
You did that 5 times?
At 2 miles at 6:30 with a mile in between, easy jogging.
Yeah. She's built different. Robbie, think about this. Like, we participate
That was
in running.
my 800s.
Yeah. We participate in running.
Not even.
Megan is a runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no,
We
but those
occasionally jog.
paces seem like reasonable for whatever.
No, I get
and
it.
so I was like joking with Megan before. I was like, yeah, Caster's taking it easy on me. Like, it won't be too hard. And then, of course, we have I started at 7 a.m. and it was 81 degrees. And I started out and it was like fine. And like I was hitting the paces and it was fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then at mile 14, I don't know what happened, but it was just like everything. I was so hot. I couldn't cool down. I was like, my legs are tired. Everything's tired. And I just like stopped and refilled my bottle like 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
And was
that's-
trying to just drink water. And I did the
Yeah.
rest of the workout. I only had a couple reps left. I
So
did it on effort.
when you do that workout, tell me, how does your nutrition look like?
So I did
Like beforehand?
3
what
or
do
4 grams before.
you- Okay.
Coffee, water. I fill up a bottle of Scratch Labs, the handheld that I carry with me, and then I took 2 gels.
Okay. So before.
For how many miles? 2 gels?
I should have done more,
Yeah,
but I only
I was
took 2 for 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
brought
gonna
4 for the 18.
So, okay. So you do 4, you said 5 graham crackers? 4 graham crackers, and then coffee, and then what, you drink water, anything beforehand?
And like a little scratch beforehand.
What's a little?
Like a half a scoop.
Okay. And then you do your workout, and then when do you take the first gel?
So I should have been doing it every 30 minutes, but I haven't been taking as many gels in this cycle yet. So I wasn't sure how my stomach was going to handle it. So I took my first gel after my first 2 reps, which would have been around 6 or 7 miles. And then
Oh,
my
wow.
second gel
Okay.
around
Keep forgetting 6 or 7 miles for you is
12 or 13.
4 miles for me. Okay. So you basically 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's interesting because we always talk about, and Megan always talks about how important it is to take it every 30 minutes. And on the packages, they always say every 45 minutes. And then when we were talking this weekend to someone who was asking about gels and timing and stuff, I don't know why it all clicked to me, but it takes 12 minutes for the gel to hit your system.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Man, I swear it's faster.
So that's why they say 45 minutes, I think, but really you have to take it at 30 so that it's hitting you at 45 minutes.
I don't think they're thinking that much, but they should probably reduce down to 30 because they'll make more money.
You'll sell more product.
Yeah.
Dude.
True.
I took 4 for the 18 miles. I had 4 gels packed, but I only made it through 2 of them because I only got to 10, almost 11 miles.
So this morning I drank, so before I went running, I ate peanut butter and honey toast. That's what I always do. And then I drank some, was it Scratch? I think I did drink some Scratch. And then I brought a bottle of water and 2 gels because that's all I could find in my whole house. Because I was like, shoot, I forgot to buy gels. But I did have one Morton calf and a Precision Fuel that I guess I got at an expo or something.
Okay.
It's the same idea. It's basically the same.
Can I ask you
system.
a question? Why don't you want to just buy some gels?
No, I do. I just keep forgetting. Like, it's like, because I only use them on my long runs, really. And then I'm like,
I get it,
I just
yeah.
forget.
I find the problem is that
And I'm always
I
like-
always get to like the marathon and then I'm like,
You're out.
no, I have
Oh.
like we go and then you after the marathon, it's like I'm not doing the long runs and I have like a surplus of
Right.
Yeah.
gels.
Well, the other thing is that I do like the goose. That's probably what I would go for. But when you buy them in bulk, at least like on Running Warehouse, you only get like the garbage flavors. So I'd rather go to Charm City Run and just grab like, I think if you buy 12, you get like 25% off or something. And it's like, and you can pick all your flavors. So the problem is, since we're not in the office right now, it's like to go to Fells Point is such a pain in the ass.
It's not top of
that
mind.
I never like get over there. And so I'm just always like,
So
by the time my long run comes around.
the good news is stuff is moving forward. The electrician was there last week at the office.
Oh,
you were
nice.
talking about the office.
Okay.
Electrician was there. So if things get moved around, they should be able to put the drywall in. And then I need to go back in there and measure and stuff, since now we have this giant box in the middle of the room. Mm-hmm. And then we can start decorating it up and get back in. But the place is covered in dust, like
I'm sure.
from the top floor to the bottom floor. And as a matter of fact, like I went in and like part of the wall had fallen off. Like, you know how there's like a brick white, it would like had some cracks in it.
Yeah.
Like that, like pieces of that all
yeah.
came down like on merchandise. It definitely
Powder everywhere.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed up. But.
Asbestos sprinkled all
Yeah,
over.
probably.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, so we'll get back in there soon. I can't wait. Like I think we'll throw a party or something when it's all set up, so that we can like a grand reopening almost.
For sure.
Although we're not like a retail store, but
No, but I think we should.
second check-in. You know what really makes you love running? When you can't. That's the best time ever. You're like, I really wish I could run, but right now I'm out of the game for a couple days. And what's great about that, though, is it gives you a chance to reset, relook at your running, maybe appreciate what you've got, and hopefully get back out there and start up and feeling more excited about being out there.
Okay, Thomas, let's talk about our sponsor, LMNT.
I'm so addicted to this stuff. I don't know how it happened. When I first started drinking, I was like, it's too salty. And now I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, so they now have LMNT Sparkling, which comes in cans. It's the same zero sugar electrolyte formula that was in the powder, but now it comes in a can with bubbles.
And we've been doing that before they even had the cans. We started mixing the powders with like seltzer.
Yeah, and it's perfect during the summer when the temps are rising, you're sweating more, you need to replenish those electrolytes, especially sodium, which LMNT is known for having a bunch of. So our listeners can get a free LMNT sample pack with the purchase of any mix order. Just go to drinklmnt.com/thedrop.
By the way, the Olympics, have you been watching them?
Yeah.
I did. I
Okay.
watched
Love
yeah.
Noah Lyles.
Dude, that was that race. So that was cool because you could actually watch it live. You know?
Yeah. At 2 p.m., there's another one.
Today.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The,
Is it
the women's 15 or not?
I mean, obviously,
15.
this is in the past if you're listening to the
Right.
podcast, but
Yeah, there's some fun events today starting around 2.
Okay. The but yeah, that 100-meter race, I thought there's no chance.
well, 200 is
10 meters left.
is
Right.
his real
Right.
sweet spot. So, I mean, if he wins gold in the 100 and the 200,
Yeah. I mean, you can flex that all you want.
how crazy is
I
it
don't
though? Like
care.
they do, I guess what do you call it? The elimination. What do they call the qualification rounds, Meg?
The
Like the
heats,
prelims?
semifinals?
Yeah, the semifinals and stuff like that. They're running, maybe they're not running full out, but
Yeah.
they're running pretty hard.
Well, and it depends how fast, like if the leader wants to take it out fast, it goes out fast.
That's why I'm so excited about the 1500
Dude.
meter race for the men, because you saw the
Yeah.
prelims in there. Like that rivalry is just too good.
yeah,
It's going to be.
There's going to be a record broken
I think so.
because
dude,
they're all
that
too
little
hyped up.
prelim was, and I gotta say, I love Ingebrigtsen's swagger.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably Kerr's been on the show and he's great, so I'm probably like, pulling for him. But on
What
the other
about Cole
hand,
Hawker
And Cole
too?
Hawker.
Yeah.
And you're Nagoose.
Also, this will already have happened by the time this goes out.
yeah, I don't know. Okay, so you know what? There's the top 3: Kerr, Ingebrigtsen,
Hawker.
and Hawker. Who's taking who? We should each take one.
I'm going to go Kerr.
Oh, I wanted Josh.
I'll go Ingebrigtsen
You
then.
can go. I mean, that's fine.
No, it's fine. I'll go Hawker.
Okay.
All right, there it is. So
They called him Hooker on the TV.
yeah, it was fun. Hoka. They call him Hoka.
Wow.
Hoka.
I'm sure Nike loves that.
They're like, and Hoka. So what do we get if your guy wins?
Oh, I didn't know where you're putting
Yeah,
stuff on it.
that's not fair because Robbie took my pick
We
anyway.
should put names in a hat then.
I mean, if
We'll
Kerr
get bragging rights.
if Kerr does win, I mean that like
He just seems like he's like mentally like ready to just
Throw down. Yeah. It's going to be ridiculous.
It was like Noah before the start of the 100 meters. Like he just like you just knew he was gonna freaking throw down.
how about Grant Fisher?
Oh, that was amazing too.
Oh,
Did you
dude.
watch that?
Yeah.
That kind of reminded me when
amazing.
I watched Meb win Boston because I was like, okay, he's out there, but you know someone's gonna catch him.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no way an American, you know. And then you're like, wait a second, no, there's a chance here. The whole time we were watching Grant, you're like, okay, he's up in the front, that's cool. Okay, oh, he's still there, you know, in 10 laps. You're like, wow, all right, he's hanging in there. And you're like, okay, but towards the end of the race, it's gonna get, you know, the guys are gonna jump up, and you're like watching the end of the race, and you're like, holy crap, he's still in it. And like, yeah, it was.
And he was
blew
so
me
close
away.
to getting silver too.
Yeah.
And it was just like
Yeah.
right there. Like that was his personal best for sure,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. Of course, Val is
She's today at 2:30.
today at 2:30.
We're recording on a Monday.
So I'm still confused about what happened with the Jamaicans, like how they both withdrew from like Sharika Jackson and Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear how there was like a weird thing where like, so they're not staying in the Olympic Village, they're staying.
They couldn't get into the gate.
Yeah. Like they tried to go to the gate and they were like, oh no, we changed this yesterday. You had to go like around the stadium. And I think someone said that they had to walk the whole way or something. And then, but Sha'Carri Richardson was in the same spot. So I'm not really, she was with them at the time too.
Okay.
And
Did you know that? Oh.
and then I guess she said she got injured in warm-ups, like Shelly Ann did, or like pulled a hamstring.
That's why she withdrew.
So then she pulled out, but they were complaining about the whole like thing where they had to like be rerouted to a different part of the stadium where
Jeez.
they went to the same place that they went every day or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. It's weird. The whole thing's weird.
I don't know if you
And
guys
crazy.
feel the same way, but I feel like there's been a lot more people dropping than I ever remember. And maybe it's just I don't
Yeah.
recall that, but like, and Charlotte Purdue, did you see she's out? She rolled her ankle on her last long run. Like,
She Robbied out.
how does that happen?
I know that.
You know how
I
it
know
happens.
that feeling.
It's Robbie.
Oh
that's just
man, that
brutal.
sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just go for it.
I think that she was trying, and at least her Instagram post described it as it was worse than she realized, and she has to withdraw.
See, if you get good at rolling your ankles all the time, then eventually
You just pop it off.
3 days later, you're coming back.
Yeah.
It's just brutal.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who else? I'm sure I forget all the other.
Do you think it's worse not making the team initially in 4th or 5th place, or worse making the team and getting injured and having to withdraw?
Making the team and having to withdraw is the worst.
Yeah.
Worse than
Yeah.
a 4th place finish?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, because if
like
you're a 4th place finishes, don't they have an alternate?
Yeah. So if someone gets injured, then you're in.
Right. So if you got in and then you get injured,
Yeah, because then you're still watching it from your couch.
you're not an
I
Olympian.
mean, I guess maybe you get to be there, but that would just be
you
depressing.
qualified for the Olympics, but you're not an Olympian.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I don't think you can get the ring tattoo.
Can you say you're an Olympian if you
no?
made the team?
You didn't participate in the Olympics.
I don't think you can.
That'd be like saying you're a Boston finisher, but you
Yeah.
didn't run the marathon.
So you'd say qualifier.
Yeah, you're a Boston
You're
qualifier.
Olympic qualifier.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand how some sports are real. Like, I know I've watched it before, but how is water polo a thing? Like,
That looks hard.
Yeah.
Water
like,
polo is hard.
how do people, I don't understand
So
physically,
my high school,
physically how you do that.
my high school in
Very
California
good at
had a
treading
water
water.
polo team.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're treading water. And the thing is though, that
You're an aqua baby.
they wear like 2 Speedos because they get like ripped off by the other people. and
Oh,
stuff like that.
really?
Yeah. Like they're like,
Sus,
think about
man.
it. When you're playing and stuff, you're grabbing on the other person and,
Yeah, I
and
guess.
trying to, you know,
Yeah. Looking underwater too long, maybe, depending. I don't know. Water polo. Yeah. I mean, if you're wearing Speedos like that all the time, someone in the pool's trying to get you.
I'm like, when are dudes going to start wearing, there's going to be a runner that eventually, like our shorts keep getting shorter.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, some guy's going to just be like wearing a Speedo on the.
Did
Is
you-
that illegal?
Did you see what about the pole vaulter?
I didn't see that.
Oh, that was great. So the guy, and they did it slow-mo, he goes up, clears the pole,
Oh, his dong hit it?
Yeah.
No way.
slap the pole down.
Oh,
And you see it in slow-mo. It's just like,
The
Oh,
headlines
man.
had me in tears the other day. And I know it's probably not, I shouldn't laugh at it because it's like his whole dream and career, but
I don't know. I think that what he did is probably going to make him more famous than if he had gotten a gold.
yeah, you got to do the tuck and roll in that situation. That's the only option.
Can
you think
you
it ever
imagine?
happened to him before and he didn't like, you think that was the first time that ever happened to him?
I don't know. You pull up the video.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
What's his name?
I just hit, you know,
Like dong hitting pole.
Meg was like, the kids are listening. And here we go again.
yeah. Sorry.
We might have to
kids.
slap a parental advisory
Do you
on
think
this.
if I type in dong hitting pole Olympics, you think it'll come up?
I think a bunch
It
of,
actually did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watch
Yeah.
it in slow-mo.
They don't even have his name.
French pole
Oh, yeah.
vaulter denied by his own penis.
Yeah, this one says pole vaulter's bulge catches on crossbar.
Dude.
Knocks him out of the Olympics.
Oh man. That's actually the worst way to go out.
Think about it.
You're
He's
both blessed and cursed.
he's a double pole vaulter.
He is. One.
So it's not the worst thing in the world to be losing a gold medal in the Olympics because you're packing a French baguette.
Oh man, dude.
Did you see it?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Shoot.
Oh man. I
I bet he's a hit in the Olympic Village.
the content that
Oh,
has come
yeah.
out of the Olympics has been my favorite thing in the whole world. Like it's all over the gamut. It's like inspiring and amazing and emotional and then hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yeah, I like because it's cool seeing the different athletes
Yeah.
mix. Like when Steph Curry was mixed, like had talking to the ping pong team and having them like, or table tennis, and because everyone thinks that they can score a point on a table tennis player because you're just like,
There's no way.
and they play along with them, but they're like, you couldn't. Because everyone's like, oh, I played ping pong. I can score a point.
Yeah.
But it's the same as if you were like, oh, I could dunk on LeBron.
Well,
Like,
the one
no, you
guy,
can't.
they were talking at the All-Stars game or something, and someone said there's going to be a celebrity matchup, and they're like, do you think Adam Sandler could score on you? The guy's like, no.
Oh, for which basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, no. He's like, have you seen Adam? He's a hooper. Have you seen him play? And he actually is
Yeah,
a pretty decent.
He's not bad.
But he's like, I'm a professional basketball player.
Right.
He goes, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, just shut him down.
Yeah. I still think we need that normal human participating.
Meg was like, would you want to run the 100 with them? I'm like, I lost to Robbie and Kafuzi. You think I want to go up?
No,
Like,
I just think it would be cool to see a normal person
I think
next to all
I think
them.
what would be interesting is if the 100-yard dash, like they put $1,000 down on the ground and say that it's 20 feet. You have to get 20 feet before they finish,
Oh, yeah.
and you can grab the $1,000 or whatever.
It's like that thing they do at the Braves games with Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Like that kind of deal. Do you know what I'm talking about?
How much of a head start do the runners get?
It's like 50 meters or something. Because he starts at the third baseline and then runs on the warning track and by the wall, like to the first baseline. But you get it's like a person from the crowd. And they get a head start. and then they have this dude who used to be a sprinter in college or something, and he has to
Chase you down.
chase them down by the end.
Got
but if
it.
you beat him, you win. Whatever.
Have you seen anybody beat him?
I've seen a couple. The best though are when they're like their torso gets over their legs and they just like just crash into the ground.
That was how I won a race.
Yeah.
When we were working at Social Toaster, this one guy, he was like, I could beat you in a 100-yard dash. And we're like, okay. And I had run like 7 miles that morning. It was like, whatever.
It was
I'm
at
like,
lunchtime,
I'm a
yeah.
little tight, but okay.
Were you there? Did you witness this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, everybody came out. Like it was
The whole office came out.
the ETC was right on a track, so we all went down to the track, and we line up, and we start going, and I would say he was probably 4 feet in front of me or so, and then he started I just saw him start wheels coming
wobble.
off, and then he went down, at that thing where he got over his feet, and he fell, and then I just cruised right past him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And won. And he was so angry and upset, and he was trying to say I did a lane violation.
No way, a lane violation.
Because he's after he fell, I just took the inside lane and just finished up. He's like,
Right.
yeah, but you should have been disqualified. And I'm like,
Okay.
"Yeah, all right, dude.
That's
But
amazing.
It was. I think it's on video somewhere.
Oh, if you have
Maybe.
that, you
Yeah,
guys-
I think we
need
did.
to
I think I
find it.
made a
Vault.
slow-mo replay of it too.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't think he ever forgot that one.
Yeah, I think we should definitely bring back some amateurs versus pro type things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his Matt? What was his last name?
I forget now.
Matt, you will always be a loser.
Jeez.
He's probably listening to the podcast. Being
Yeah, definitely.
Just seething in his car.
I doubt he's listening to it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, Matt,
Good
if you are,
times.
let's do a rematch.
Yeah. Come to Baltimore if you're not here.
I have no wheels anymore. Back then I still could
Yeah.
sprint. Now it's I think I need to, if I had to do a sprint race, you got to let me start further back. So I got to have a running start and
Yeah.
then hit and go. From a dead stop, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just you need a little bit of a warm up type thing.
Either that or I need to stop running so many miles so I'm
That's
not
true.
so stiff
Yeah,
all the
man.
time.
I was thinking, do you think there's any sports right now that you could be a masters, not masters, but your age group?
Well, that's the thing. I was
If you jumped into it now, you could be top in the world or something.
I don't think so.
Because there's people that do that. They're like, oh, I'll just
Like
start
the-
weightlifting when I'm 65.
Like the
and
guy
it's
from Turkey who was the
That
shooter.
dude's awesome. Yeah, but there's people who are just like, oh, I'll start weightlifting when I'm 60, and then they're in the world championships because nobody has 60.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. If you hang in there long enough,
yeah.
but
It's the same thing why a lot of runners, a lot of runners from who ran all the time in high school or college, they don't run anymore because
Yeah.
they're burned out on it. So
Yeah.
then you can pick up the slack on that end.
All right.
Do you think there's any sports like that you could do?
No.
You don't think so?
I mean, if I hang in there long enough running, if I can continue to run
That's what I mean.
long enough.
Yeah. Some
But
people just do that.
I was actually thinking about that on my long run before I, had to call for a backup ride. But I was like, okay, so what are my goals now for races? Is it coming in in a major marathon? Is it top 100 in my age group? Is it in a smaller race, top 20? In a even smaller race, top 10? How do I...
in a race against the people in our office, top 4.
Yeah. it's kind of like I'm kind of like, okay, well, how do I reassess success if it's not either, time based or
Yeah.
position based?
Right.
So I was like, yeah, there's probably a lot of room for kind of setting age group goals.
Yeah, for sure. Especially depending what kind of race you're trying to do or whatever. I think it'd be cool to do something what was it? There's a 65-year-old woman who's in the Olympics for the first time.
Oh, she's the ping pong. Table
Was it?
tennis.
No, she has been in the Olympics. She's a horse like one of those equestrian
Yeah.
competitions. I think it's like her first Olympics.
I
She's
wonder.
like 65.
The horse
That's
does all the
amazing.
work, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to have some sort of natural chemistry with the horse, though.
That's how good to in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like the guy
Chemistry.
with the car, he had chemistry with the car.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I was thinking, speaking of cars, like, do you think you just become a race car driver if you wanted to? Like, do you think if you,
I think you have to
that?
be an adrenaline junkie to want to be really good at that.
yeah.
Also
I was thinking-
reflexes. Have you seen like they do all these reflex drills? I think that one's a little like I watch the F1 stuff and how fast those cars are moving.
I mean, yeah, it's
There's no way
ridiculous.
I would have the confidence to
Also,
take a
those
car
are
that
weirdly
fast.
athletes. Like they work
Oh,
out.
they definitely are.
Yeah.
But I just
Like
wonder
you don't expect it, but
if we started racing sprint cars, we could head up to the dirt track and
Slaughter
LMNT,
everyone.
yeah, and just jump.
I think
in.
I could do dirt track racing because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's like a loop and just
Yeah,
go kart.
there's some strategy, but you could probably figure it out.
But yeah, no, a sport. I mean, my eyes aren't good enough for the shooting.
But even like curling, like if you went all in on curling or something like that, do you think you could, do it competitively? Because it's a smaller pool of athletes doing it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you could have a chance.
So you're saying like pick that obscure sport,
yeah,
and do that,
and
one.
then just like focus solely on that. And train
You know
like
which one blew
crazy.
me away was fencing. I
Oh,
watched
yeah,
the
that's-
expo. Those guys can kill you so fast.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, Jake. If there's an apocalypse, suddenly they're elevated to the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Like once all the bullets run out,
Those
dude,
and those
they're good. You're
those
good.
nerds on Instagram playing with lightsabers.
Star Wars kid.
They're like, "Who's laughing now?"
Do you remember this? Do you remember the
Yeah, I
Star Wars
do.
kid? That was like one of the early YouTube viral.
Well,
things.
what was great is how people took it, and then somebody added special effects to it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just kind of kept growing.
That was good.
Stuff like that. Megan, do you remember what we're talking about?
no.
There was a chunky kid that had like
He's in his garage.
yeah, and he's using like a broomstick or something to like pretend it was like a sword. He's doing this whole routine, and it was the best.
Dude,
It
it really was like
That was my favorite time of social media.
because everything was very pure,
It was
and it was like
yeah. All right, Robbie's showing him the video right now, and yeah,
he's just spinning a bow staff. Not even.
yeah, but so what was like really cool about then?
He like uploaded this to YouTube and was like, "This
Yeah,
is."
can
a
you
thing.
see if there's the one where somebody put the special effects on it?
Like they actually turn it into a lightsaber.
They turned it into a
Yeah,
lightsaber
it's
and
this
stuff.
one
It looks
right
really
here.
cool.
It's actually
It's pretty good
It changes
stuff.
the perception of the video.
Yeah.
I think I would prefer it with the original.
But that was a good time. Like now I feel like even the Hawk 2 girl, it's a week of, and then it's out. Like these other ones, like when the beauty pageant girl,
Oh yeah,
that one was definitely one of my
that's
favorites.
one of the best ones of all time.
Yeah, that beauty pageant one. It like it was a while that we had that. Like and people just kept spinning off of it.
Yeah,
but
And
there's so much content out now.
yeah, there it is. Look at
it's so good. I wonder what that kid's up to right now. He's probably like actually in. I wonder if he had a cameo in Star Wars at some point.
That would be the
That'd
best.
Yeah. Dude, 2002. Think about that. That's 22 years ago.
That's weird.
Yeah, that dude's like middle aged now.
Yeah. He probably has grandkids by now.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he's reproducing.
Yeah. True.
He's in his garage playing with
Oh
sticks.
man.
Goodness gracious.
He was Canadian, so it makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, anyways.
Is it time to talk about the shoe?
I think so.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need to? I feel like I'm always forgetting something that we need to cover, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, last week I forgot. You know what? I do want to say I'm hopefully at this point everybody has their grit gear.
Yeah.
I love seeing the photos of everybody in their singlets. You know, the singlet looks really good on. Like I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. But seeing people in it, I'm like, wow, it's a good looking.
It's fun to see it out in the wild for sure. It's very apparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw some people on Saturday wearing it.
I
was
saw a
like,
dude wearing the hat who wasn't a fast ambassador, wasn't like,
Yeah.
he was just running around. I was like, ah, cool.
Yeah, it's always nice to see people out and about wearing it. The other thing I want to say was We should run. We should check out Mike Wardian's schedule and see if we can run with him a little bit because he's doing.
Is he doing it again?
He's doing the Appalachian Trail.
Oh,
But I guess it's a little bit far from here. But he's doing the whole thing like, I don't think it's record times, like 50 days, but still
is
ridiculous.
he?
Still
Wait,
insane.
is he doing up and back, or is he just doing?
Just from Georgia to Maine? Not just.
But
think-
which direction?
So yeah,
He's going south to north.
south to north.
I'm surprised this time of year you do. I would probably start the other direction. Go north to south.
Yeah, because of that hot heat. I don't even know if it matters at this point.
Maine can't be that hot right now, can it?
I think it still is, but I mean, obviously, probably not as hot as here, but it just seems like everywhere is. He's doing it in like apparently Teva makes a trail shoe now, not the trail sandal. Like they actually have like a trail running shoe.
Yeah, it's also owned by Deckers, who owns Hoka. And I was thinking when I saw the shoe, it looks like something that our friend Jean-Luc would have designed.
Yeah, it's very Hoka-ish. Oh, dude, real quick. I mean, we're going to talk about shoes, but I've been running in the Ultra Boost even more, like the 5X.
It's good,
Dude,
right?
It's actually pretty sweet.
I know.
I'm like shocked. I'm like, I not for anything, just like easy runs.
It's a good daily trainer.
Yeah. I mean, it's warm for sure.
It gave me blisters.
Like it's super warm.
Yeah, but we described that in the video that you didn't watch.
Yeah, I heard.
That was the other thing I want to talk about was the Cloud Boom Strike.
Oh yeah.
So insane.
Meg's like, you let him take my shoe?
Sorry.
like,
He did tell me to ask you, and I forgot to ask you. And then it was like the morning I had my workout. I was like,
I don't care.
But Meg's women's 7.5, right? Fit me perfectly, really.
And you're a men's 7.5.
Men's 7.5 or men's 7, depending.
But it's not a men's 7.5. It was a women's 7.5, a men's 6.
Men's 6.
And
which
you
is
received from On originally a men's.
not of this shoe.
Oh, you didn't get the Cloud Strike?
No.
Okay.
But so it still that's
So
the craziest sizing I've ever.
It is nuts.
And I thought I was like being ridiculous because I was like, maybe it's like a me problem or whatever. But the fact that it fit your foot, I'm like, okay.
And it didn't give me like my toes weren't hurting at the end, so it was like it fit me.
Yeah.
Like
So my question is, I gave it a pretty good review. I think it's a pretty decent race day trainer or race day shoe. Would you agree?
You say it again, the race day shoe part.
I thought it was, to me, it's top 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would say that's probably accurate. It feels like the Audios Pro 3 to me.
A lighter version of it, though.
Yeah.
That's
and
the thing.
like maybe a bit bouncier.
Yeah, the foam feels a little more bounce than the Adios.
The only problem I had was that heel collar is crazy. Like,
It didn't really bother me, but you probably wasn't your size.
well, I didn't wear, so I had socks that, like ankle socks, I tried like pulling up and then they would come down, And so it was getting me a little bit, but I tried wearing them again for my run on Saturday, 2 days afterwards, and I couldn't because.
Did you have a crew?
Yeah, even with crew socks, then on the Saturday, I tried putting them on. I was like, this just still hurts. So that was the one downside. I would say you have to wear crew socks with
The
these.
other good thing about taking some days off for me is the SC trainer gave me a wicked blister on my big toe. And so that my toe was raw and I had to use one of those blister
Oh, yeah.
stickers or whatever to run on Saturday.
Yeah.
But man, it's just today starting to feel better.
Ooh.
It's
How do
like
you know
right
if
on
you-
the crease.
How do you know if you have an ingrown toenail?
I don't know.
Do you know that?
Yeah, it's a very different feeling than a blister. Is that
It's
what you're
like
saying?
it's pain and it digs in.
Yeah.
Well, I have like almost is like a callus at this point, right in the corner, right there on my toe. I know everyone's toes are crazy, but who run a lot. But as long as it doesn't hurt, it's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
Would you get your toenails removed?
Oh gosh.
Like just pulled out or what?
They do
looking
something
for some POW camp type stuff.
No, I think they do some sort of surgery thing that they never grow back, so you can have.
I feel like they're there for a reason.
Right? Like they're
I like-
you were born with it for
Yeah.
a reason. It protects
It
you.
was. They used to be claws. Like we would, you know.
But even my wisdom teeth, I felt a little attached to, and I was like, I don't know, like maybe I need these at some point. Like,
And then they were like killing you inside your mouth, and you're like, get them out.
yeah. Well, I only had 2, so what happened?
I only had 2 as well.
I had 2 on the top. 2 on the top.
I had 2 on the bottom.
So what happens, like when I chew a piece of food, it would sometimes cut my gums because, you know, it would chew down and then there wasn't a tooth to cooperate with it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then it would always like be cutting me up and stuff like that. You know, when you eat
That's
like
something we just accept these days, that you're gonna remove your
Wisdom
like.
teeth, yeah.
But I'm guessing
that
if,
was-
if you live in the wilderness or you're from like a third world country or something like that, you're not getting those removed.
No.
What are you doing?
That's definitely a side hustle from dentists, right? Like nobody ever thought about that until dentists were like, oh, we got to make a little bit extra money right here.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the purpose of that? Is it because you can't brush that far back? I don't.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's
They give you all kinds of reasons.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of behind this curtain dentist.
Because I can't
they-
imagine you go
They
to
put
like,
you under. You have a full day recovery.
Yeah.
You got like it's a whole thing.
They
The
give
only
you a
problem
month's
is-
supply of Vicodin.
Yeah, I
I-
still have mine.
I start. You know how I get put out, like what do you call it? Anesthesia.
Yeah.
When they were doing it, and one time I woke up during.
Wait, they did that for your wisdom teeth?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I,
mine too.
I woke up during it, and so I'm awake, but I can't really signal them, and they're just yanking on the tooth,
Oh no, I
and
can't.
I was like, oh, and I could feel it. I was like, stop, and I couldn't stop. It was like a nightmare scenario.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's no good.
Final check-in. Hopefully you're feeling great and everything is going smooth, and just enjoy running, enjoy being out there, have fun today. And I can't wait to give you guys a recap of Paris. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of dentists, though, these shoes,
That's
Nice and clean and
do they
white.
not
Good
look
segue.
like dentist shoes?
They really do.
This is my kind of colorway.
But it's nice. I like it.
yeah,
It is. It almost is too far on the channel. But
shoe
this
is
is the
this?
Brooks Ghost Max 2. Did I say that right, Meg?
yeah. And the first one kind of surprised us because I just think we had pretty low expectations for it. It ended
Very.
up being one of our favorite daily trainers.
Yeah.
And I think what's nice about V2 is it feels
The
really
same.
similar.
Yeah. It's barely a 2. There's some different tooling on the midsole.
Do you have the shoe, Thomas?
This
This
is
is
my
his shoe.
shoe.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's Meg's size 10 and a half. It's a nice daily trainer. Like, I can't really complain about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a ton of personality, but
I think because we've gotten all these fun shoes now with plates and stuff, there's a little bit of that like funness missing, I think. But people are going to love it. It's a quality, like, it's exactly what I think of when I think of a daily trainer. It's it's a very cushy upper. It's a very decent foam underfoot. It's just, there's nothing too exciting.
hey, is the scale over there, Carl?
Yeah, unfortunately, my
Might be downstairs.
You're paired?
it was like too small for me.
Dude,
Like,
you and your size.
Dude,
struggle-
I
the
don't think you
struggle is
know
real.
what size your foot is.
No, I'm telling you, it's just like, what do you mean?
You need to get out one of those, what's it called, a Bracken device or whatever?
Brannick device?
Brannick, yeah. You need to get one of those out and actually.
I ordered the same, so I'll order, all the Hyperions fit me fine. That's the exact same size as all
Men's
the
7.5.
Yeah, all the Hyperions.
See, this doesn't fit any different to me than the Hyperions.
I'm telling you, it's just like that range. I'm
you
at the
think when you
lowest
get-
end of the
and they're
men's
like-
sizing.
There's no quality control.
Yeah.
down there.
Honestly,
just throw a 7.5 on that.
for real. It's because, like, yeah, I know you don't have yours. You're usually totally fine with
Yeah.
most sizes, and most shoes, but it's all over. It's in a lot of brand, not all over the place, but like I said, I'm like, okay, I got this size. The Hyperions fit me perfectly. Boom.
Yeah.
This is
Too
a
tight.
pretty stable shoe. If anything, it kind of reminds me of like a Clifton. Hoka Clifton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put it in that same bucket.
It's got a wide enough base to be stable. It feels pretty good underneath it. The cushioning is not, it's not so soft that you feel like it slows you down. Like it's still, you feel pretty smooth in it.
Yeah.
Meg, do you know what the drop is on this?
6 millimeters.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty smooth through the stride. Upper fits fine. There's nothing, it's nothing totally exciting, but there's nothing negative about it.
Yeah. It's good max cushion recovery. Would you consider it max cushion?
It's just a daily, for Brooks, it's max cushion.
Yeah, it's 39 in the heel, so
Yeah.
that's pretty max. I think. I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
You got people going up to 50 nowadays.
I wore so for my long run today, I did the Super Blast 2 for 12 miles, and then I came home and to kind of, I also drank some Tailwind. So after 12, I drank Tailwind and then another, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so I changed shoes. And because the Super Blast 2 is soaking wet. My socks were disgusting.
Oh, God.
And so I just was trying to get out the door quick. And I was like, oh, there's the Ballos by the door. Threw those on. Dude, it felt pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. Like after 12 miles, like in the Super Blast 2 is pretty cushioned. But
Yeah. I just felt like
after,
the ballast is too soft.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't feel too soft. Like, but this is after.
And you're walking.
This is after, walk. No, walk. This is after, no, I wasn't
He's
walking. This is my
running more.
last 4 miles of my long run.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know you switched shoes in the middle.
I switched because I came home at 12 to get refill my water and just take the Tailwind and then get out the door. So I was trying to go fast. So I just threw on another pair of shoes real quick. And I was like, oh, these feel honestly, pretty nice.
I can see those feeling good at the end of a long run.
Yeah.
For sure. It's
Yeah.
that soft cushiness.
We have a new shoe from Asics downstairs that we can't say anything about,
Okay.
but you'll have to grab. I will say this. Can I describe some of the components of the shoe?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. We could just skip it.
Yeah.
Is it? Did you wear it yet?
I have Meg has.
I did.
Is it
Wore
nice?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah, because we're kind of in a shoe drought now again.
I'm happy about
Yeah.
it. Like, cause
We need a break.
I have actually, you probably want me to write up the Cloud Boom Strike.
Yeah.
I haven't written that one. I haven't written the Ghost Max. That was a great thing about Grit. When you're running, close to 60 miles a week, you can get 3 pairs of shoes in for testing and pretty much knock it out. But I'm ready to have a little bit of a slowdown. We have the shoe that we
Well, we're
can't
going to
talk about
Paris,
till the
so.
15th is it's coming off embargo on the 15th.
Okay.
They don't want us wearing it in Paris, even though I don't think anybody would notice it was different.
I mean,
it looks somewhat like a Nimbus.
yeah.
Like you'd really have to look hard.
Yeah, I don't think it's you'd have to be a real shoe nerd.
Yeah.
But it's nice having a break in shoes. I felt like I was trying to juggle 10 shoes at once, trying to run in them all.
And remember which one feels and this.
Yeah.
And
It's also nice to go back to the ones you like.
Right.
Like
yeah,
you
that's
can just put
nice
on
to run
what
the Super
you-
Blast.
we
again.
also have to write up the Adidas.
Yeah.
So right now, Cloud Boom Strike,
I don't think anyone cares.
Ghost Max 2.
We're just
I'm
working,
talking,
talking our business
talking
on the
business
show.
on the show.
But we got the videos done, so that's cool.
That is.
Check out our YouTube channel if you haven't yet.
Yeah, people.
Plug that.
We're almost at 100K.
Actually, for real.
Actually, I wanted to come up. I wanted to talk to you because I want to do something fun for that.
Okay.
We figure something out. But
To finally get a dunking booth.
that might be it. But all right, so you want to wrap this up, Meg?
Yeah.
Look at me taking Meg's role today.
I think that's it for today. When you listen to this, we're probably in Paris. We're coming back.
Oh, I saw something though about that Robbie would be interested in. Do you know those mud wasps? Like you see those little, they have the little mud cocoons, and it's a wasp that lives in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what's in those mud little cocoon things?
Like gold coins? Oh.
Paralyzed spiders.
No
Lots
way.
of them. So
They're still alive?
the mama
I don't like this.
the mama mud wasp. goes and stings and paralyzes all these spiders.
Yeah.
Stuffs them in there, lays her egg in there. So when the larva hatches,
They have something to eat.
it eats the spiders until it like turns into the like
that's
ready
cool.
to emerge as a wasp. So a guy broke one open and showed you all the spiders inside. It was like nightmare stuff. Like,
Oh,
and you're
man.
like, oh, they're just paralyzed. They're not dead.
What a talent.
Dude, I think that's like, you want to talk about a scary way to die? Men getting stuffed into a cocoon. You're alive, but you can't move, and you're stuffed in there with a bunch of other.
It's not like kids pulling the legs off daddy long legs. It's like just they're in there, but
They're just in
paralyzed.
there waiting for that larva to hatch and eating them.
Dude, that is, yeah. I mean, I'm glad insects aren't bigger than humans, because it would be not good for us.
Dude, packed all in there.
We'd be in a situation.
Yeah, you should look that up because
I will.
I saw it and it gave me nightmares. But anyway, so I guess we're done, Meg.
Yeah, I did. Last thing was, I think some people are still asking about Chicago and stuff. We'll get more details next week or the week after, something.
Yeah, but
because
it's
this
happening.
is the end. But it's still happening.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
actually going to be great. We're going to have Robbie, John Ober,
Mm-hmm.
and Lowe
Yeah, running around the 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
If you want to join us.
trying to.
I had people at every stop of the Move Your Mind tour saying they wanted to join.
Oh, for
you
real?
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be sub 4 hours.
right.
359.59.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, it'll be as close as
3:58:45.
But we need to have people sign a disclaimer if I dash their hopes and dreams. That it's
Actually,
not
we
my
should
fault
do-
and I'm
we
not
should do-
financially responsible.
We should do a contest where people guess your finishing time.
Yeah.
The closest to your finishing time.
The fact
win
that
something.
honestly having John Ober makes me feel way better, because I know he's paced
That's why we
marathons
recruited
before
him.
too.
John can run a sub 3 hour marathon.
Yeah.
Basically any day of the
And
week.
he's paced like several marathon groups before, so he knows what he's doing.
He's a professional. We brought in the big
But
guns.
if you want, you can email. I was having people email. I was like putting together a list of people DM me on Instagram. So you could do that, or I guess they could email info@bigrunmedia.
Yeah.
info@bigrunmedia.com. And then we'll put you on the list.
Get on that list.
All right. But we'll announce that.
Yeah.
Because probably not a lot of people are listening right now.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Bonjour. What's the
Hi,
other
Ma.
one?
Oh.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
What's the goodbye?
Ciao.
Bonjour.
That's it. Italian.
I think bonjour is both,
It's
right?
both?
No. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Yeah.
Shoshana.
Ménage à trois.
Yeah,
That's not
au revoir, Shoshana. That's it.
Wow. Here we are.
All right.